How many of you had an energy drink before? Think back to where you were, why did you choose this drink, and how did it make you feel? Most Americans today has had an energy drink. In 2014, Red Bull and Monster in total sold more than 2.2 billion cans of their product. This equates to 7 cans per American. Despite widespread popularity, there is little regulation on energy drinks. This can be dangerous because the target audience is teens and young adults. There are energy drinks for sale in every vending machine on campus. I always see students purchasing these expensive high sugar drinks. I am guilty of purchasing these drinks because of the way they are advertised. Many of my friends and classmates bring energy drinks to class to stay awake and be focused, as advertised. By targeting teens, this leads them down a path of caffeine addiction. Very few people know the dangers of energy drinks, and I believe that should change. Energy drinks have a number of negative effects on children, teens, and young adults. According to the Journal of Pediatrics, about 75% of children ages 5 to 12 consume caffeine each day. In a Washington Post article, Jenna Johnson explains how any more than 200 milligrams of caffeine is dangerous to children in adolescence. The American Academy of Pediatrics advises against giving children any energy drink. Caffeine results in a lack of sleep, which leads to a hindrance on brain development and physical growth. But it doesn't only affect children. Caffeine intake can result in an increase of anxiety and impaired sleep. According to Jenna Johnson, consumption of more than 500 to 600 milligrams can lead to caffeine intoxication, which can cause insomnia, anxiety, irritability, increased heart rate, or muscle tremors. Because of these effects, countries have policies on caffeine. For example, the EU Food Information Regulation requires specific labeling for high caffeinated drinks and foods where caffeine has been added for psychological effect. It must be clearly stated on the product near the name. In Australia, the caffeine content is limited to 320 milligrams per liter. They require a label advising children and pregnant women against consuming energy drinks. In America, there is little regulation on energy drinks. The FDA does limit caffeine in soft drinks to 71 milligrams for a 12-ounce can. Energy drinks can be sold as dietary supplements or food products, which don't have a caffeine limit. I'm proposing that the FDA begins regulating, restricting, and clearly labeling the ingredients in energy drinks. Kids these days will grow up to become the future. We want to keep children and young adults healthy. The more popular these dangerous drinks become, the more people are negatively affected. My policy will result in clearly labeled ingredients, FDA regulation on content, and a warning for children and pregnant women. My policy will help consumers just like you. Thanks for listening.